And among the first events today, we're going to see two French and U.S. teams compete. The country's rugby match ended in a draw today, while their men's soccer teams are also facing off against each other. And CBS News correspondent Elaine Cobbe is in Paris. Lucky Elaine. We're going to start with soccer. So let's talk about the big drama with a Canadian women's soccer coach and analyst being accused of using a drone to spy on practices. Talk to us about what we have learned about those allegations.
Lana, the New Zealand women's team were practicing and they noticed a drone overhead. When they looked into it, it turned out it was being operated by an analyst employed by the Canadian delegation. And so the women's assistant coach and the analyst have been thrown out of the Olympics because this goes against all of the rules, obviously. The analyst is apparently not even accredited to follow the sport. So the Canadians, who are the defending champions, have now apologized to New Zealand. They say that they stand for fair play and they're shocked and disappointed. But one of the two, the analyst, is still in police custody because he's been charged with the offense of actually using a drone illegally.
And we see that there may be further action taken if necessary. Will this impact in any way the Canadian team's ability to compete?
For the moment, the match still going ahead tomorrow. Canada and New Zealand will face each other tomorrow. So for the moment, it is still going ahead. The New Zealand Olympic Committee has asked for further investigation and potentially further action. So it's not over yet.
Well, the French government is also dealing with a different type of spying. French officials say they have blocked roughly 1,000 people suspected of spying for foreign governments. Is that typical for an event like this?
Well, there's always a lot of security for major events like the Olympics, like the Soccer World Cup. But France has ramped it up a lot because there have been attacks in recent years. There are concerns about terror attacks and also the political situation at the moment with the government in limbo. So there are 35,000 police and military deployed at the Olympic sites, and more than 1 million checks were carried out on people applying for passes, whether they were volunteers, participants, spectators, or journalists. And in fact, the Interior Minister said that some 5,000 people were refused access to the opening ceremony Friday, and they said that they were concerned about some people who were posing as journalists. They said they put in accreditation requests for media passes, but they believed that in fact they were working as potential spies for countries like Russia.
So let's step back from those harder headlines. Just tell us, Elaine, what's the mood like in Paris right now with all the fans pouring in?
You know, it's been a tough time getting ready for the games. There's been so much disruption, so much traffic chaos, construction. Now that we're nearing the moment, there is a much better atmosphere in the area. The fans are coming in. The athletes are here. Parisians who have stayed, because many fled the city, are saying that, you know, they are looking forward to it.
As are all of we. Elaine Cobbe there in Paris. Thank you, Elaine.